Something made me smile in the chat. I didn't know, Oma, you arrived in UAE. You did? Wow. So you're not in Uganda anymore? Welcome, welcome. For those of you who are going to watch it later, and maybe you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Sherifa Nakalema. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA, and I love what I do. Today the topic is fear. And I'm saying, is fear stopping you from doing what you want to do? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If you didn't share this video, please share, invite other people. We did it a little bit later today because I sent out a survey saying, what time do you prefer? And most of this one is mostly watched live by people in Uganda. So most of the feedback I got was 9:30 p.m. So we are doing it now at that time. Okay, so how are you? Let's see. Oma, you arrived in UAE? I didn't know. Okay. Welcome, welcome. I'm greeting my people in the chat. Welcome, Doreen. Welcome, Asimwe. Welcome, Oma. Welcome, Bavile, Sherifa. Welcome. Who else? So, as we wait the notification to invite our other people, this fear topic is a topic that's very close to me. And I've covered it a few times. One time I recorded a video. In fact, the link is below this very live. I linked it. The very first video I recorded about fear when I started this YouTube channel 2.5 years ago. I told the story of how scared I was. Very, very scared. And then another time I came live, we did 2 sessions of fears. But we handled it from a different angle. We handled it from, I was asking people, what are you scared of? And I would list things, and they would give me a rate of 0 to 10. 0 being not scared at all, and 10 being very, very scared. And they'll give you, let me just review a little bit as we wait for more people to come. But today I'm talking about starting something new. Today it's a little bit different kind of fear we are discussing. But let's review a little bit. These are the things I asked people. We did 2 lives, and it was fun. Because each person was responding from a scale of 0 to 10. You have some fun with it as we wait for more people to come. So I said the fear of speaking before a group. We were raising hands and I was one of them. That scared me forever. That's the real reason I was even scared of coming to be a YouTuber. The fear of speaking. And I asked people that if in class the teacher called your name and you had to give the answer, what was your response? We laughed. Some people would say, I'll hide under the table. So people were giving the scale of 0 to 10. The fear of heights, the fear of insects, the fear of deep water, the fear of sickness, the fear of death, the fear of the dark, the fear of hell, the fear of poverty. We discussed and it was funny. Actually, funny, not funny. Fun. Phobias, anxiety, we discussed all that. But I didn't link that. It's under my lives. If you go to YouTube, my YouTube lives, you'll find the fears. I did number 1 and number 2. But right here, I put a link to the video. It's a video when I recorded detailing my fears of coming to be known, to be seen. I started by wondering, should I use my name? Should I use my face? I was testing until finally I said, you know what? Yes, let me go all in. The way I'm going to suggest you do today. I'm not an expert or anything, but I like studying things. So today I have 2 references. I have someone helping me here on the computer and another one here. They are talking about the fear of starting something new and what to do about the fear. So welcome, Deborah Perez. That's a new name. Deborah, welcome. So yeah, I see you. You're chatting from UAE. I find that very interesting. How is UAE? How is the weather? We didn't invite as many people. So let's talk about the fear of starting something new. For those of you who watch me live, please, when I put the video out, I put it out, but I'm just notifying you that we're going to be live later. We're not really live right now. So what I notice when I post it, people come and say hello thinking we are starting now. No, you have to look at the thumbnail. It's showing what time we're going to start. Okay? So many people came a little bit early. Let's talk about what you want to start. Because we have the fear of starting something new. That's the main topic. And then what to do about it. So in the chat, let me talk to you in the chat. Who wants to start? What would you like to start, but you're afraid? What are you afraid of starting? What is fear stopping you from starting? Please, who can go? Oma, you're already in UAE. You must be not very scared. You can't say scared of flying or starting something new. You have to go to another country, right? That takes courage. So, please chat with me. Put in the. Let's play this. Let's make it active. What are you scared, or what would you like to start, but you're scared? This time I'm not getting to the fear of bags and all that stuff we finished. It's something else, something new. The fear of starting something new. Because for me, I wanted to be online. I wanted to be in social media. But the fear of showing up, of showing my face, of showing my name, showing all that, stopped me. So I started slowly in Instagram. And I didn't put my name or my face. I just put the name of my company. And I put the logo. And then slowly, I was switching it. Then I was comfortable putting my name. And then putting my face. Then later, I came all out. I came to YouTube. I said, you know what? That's me. That's me. Take me. Leave me. I'm here. And I've been here 2.5 years. How many videos? Over 460. So it can be done. Okay, what are you afraid of starting? Or what would you like to start, but you are afraid? Oma, chat with me. Asimwe, anyone who is in the chat. Barbiria, Sherifa. What? Put it in the chat. Let's declare it so we can start it. And then I'm going to give the tips. I have 2 people here discussing the fear, why we are scared, and then also what you should do about it if you are still scared. Okay. Oma, I don't see your answer. What are you scared of starting, or don't want to start anything? Do you want to start anything, or you don't? Because if you don't, maybe I should ask you, do you want to chat or not to chat? Because I can just give the points for those people who watch this later. Many people watch these live later, especially since I did this one really, really late. So I could just go over the points. If you are thinking of starting something, but you are scared, they are saying this is the reason you are scared. I have 2 people giving you some tips. I'm going to get one from the phone, one who is giving you solutions on my laptop. So, you know, they say fear is what? False evidence acting real. Okay, they said facing your fears, the reasons you are scared to start. And this is written by Scotty Russell. Scotty Russell is in this website, coachscottyrussell.com. Let me put in the chat if you want to see where I'm getting this information. For those of you especially who come later, he's called Coach. I thought his points were good, so I wanted to quote them. You know, I'm not an expert, but I like to share what I read. Russell. Okay, coachscottyrussell.com. That's his website. And these are the points. He says, facing your fears. And he says, he quotes Franklin D. Roosevelt, who says, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. I think you've heard that. And then he goes on to say why people hold themselves back due to the fear of, he has the points, 6 points. Number 1, the fear of the unknown. Number 2, the fear of commitment. Number 3, the fear of putting ourselves out there. That was my fear, of putting myself out there. I didn't know what people would say. Number 4, the fear of failing. Number 5, the fear of actually succeeding. And the number 6, the fear of not being perfect immediately. No one is perfect immediately. So then he goes on to discuss the fear of the unknown. And he said that Concerning the fear of the unknown, I'm going to discuss this for the benefit, or especially those who are going to watch this later. For those of you who are in the chat, please just go on with me as I quote these points. He said, realize that anything worth having in life requires risk, and you'll never know if you don't try. That's on the number one. Then the fear of commitment, he says that nothing in life worth having comes easy. By the way, I'm skipping through the notes. I gave you the website already. The fear of putting yourself out there, that would be me. Let's see what he says about that. He says, so only 100 and pass. 100, he quotes a statistic. My goodness. Putting yourself out there is a big deal. And Lord, don't let anyone tell you it is not. Yes, I know. It happened to me. So, it's understandable to fear the possibility of being ridiculed, looking stupid. The world is full of people who are too scared to take action in their own lives. So, they feed off making others feel incapable of achieving their own goals and dreams. So, you could be, what are they going to say? They will think maybe I'm going to look stupid, I'm going to look ignorant, I'm going to look this. They're going to put negative comments in my YouTube channel. By the way, those of you who are scared, by the way, Omar should have given the answer. Starting a YouTube channel, I think would have been a good answer for you. That you're scared. Are you scared to start a YouTube channel? Because I would say to you that YouTube is very good because if you put in your setting that you don't like negative comments to show in your videos, they block them. They block them on your behalf. I like YouTube. You're protected. You can even block people from coming to your channel. And if you think they will come just being malicious, you can block them. So I like that. I like that you can hide your channel from some people if you think they're going to bother you. So if your fear is start a YouTube channel, YouTube is great at protecting you. Even in the chat here, they don't allow things like putting links, people doing things, even in the comments, they don't allow people putting links. So I think YouTube is good with that. So the fear of putting yourself out there, let's see what he says. He says, you can face your fear and post something of value the way I did today. Do it today. And he's giving his example because I started 6 years ago posting a drawing on Facebook, and it was terrifying. Okay, number 4, the fear of failing. He said many people are afraid to take action because they fear the thought of being a failure. Failing is the word that's been engraved in our heads since we were kids. It's defeating concept that we are being programmed to avoid. We call people failures. We tell kids that they failed tests and are failing classes. We tell people they have failed relationships and failed marriages. Okay, so I guess we got it wrong because we use it too much. So it concludes by saying, failure is only final if you don't try or give up. You have to start. That's my message to you. I know I'm reading from an expert, but for me, the simple answer is start. Try it. You can pivot. You could say, okay, I'm going to try like this, and then it doesn't work. Then you change it around. And sometimes, like in social media, like a YouTube channel, you may start thinking you want to share something, and people end up wanting something else. So you end up changing. So be ready to start, but also pivot and change. That's my message. Then he said the fear of succeeding. That's interesting. This may sound crazy, but it's true. The thought that you could actually succeed and change your life can scare people enough that they refuse to go down that road. Actually, I think I could be one of them. One of them scared of, that's why I don't do any deals here on my YouTube channel, promote things or whatever. What if it blows up? How do you handle that? How if someone asks to interview you, the news people, they come and find you. I'm even scared they could find where I live or stuff like that. This fear of success. I think that's real. That's a real one. Then it says, if you are not scared of your dreams, then you are not dreaming big enough. Okay, success should never hold you back, and you should be terrified of your goal and dream. And you should be terrified. What? I didn't understand that. Let me read it again. Success should never hold you back, and you should be terrified of your goals and dreams. If you're not scared of your dreams, then you are not dreaming big enough. So they should scare us. See, that's a tip. Dream big, dream so big that you're scared of your own of those things coming true. I think I like that. So that's a tip. Make it big, bigger. You know, I have a problem. My limiting belief is to dream big. I declared it in one of my videos. I said, I don't know how to dream big. Now it says, dream so big that you get scared. The last one, the fear of not being perfect. The fear of not being perfect. And it says, this one particularly hit home to me, and I would like to share a story. No, I'm not going to read the story. If you want to know his story, it's called CoachScottyRussell.com. I already put it in there. Coach, let me put it again. You know, when people come to watch this video, things show up as I'm speaking. So let me put it again. As I'm speaking this, that's his website. If you want to go read his story, I don't think I'm going to read all of it. So it says, because we're on the point of the fear of not being perfect. Of course, it's hard to be perfect, especially when you're starting out. So then he concludes by saying, it's all in your head. Fear is obsolete when you realize that it's all in your head. Once you diagnose why you are afraid of starting, you can begin taking the necessary steps of actions in which I'll discuss in the next week post. So that's a reference. I just shared his website. Go please. He said something later. Remember, he was talking about why people are scared. But then there's someone else who's giving you a solution. Okay? The fear of starting, and then how to overcome. Now I'm getting this one from someone else. It's called trackinghappiness.com. Let me put it down here. For my people who are going to watch this later, I'm putting all this in the chat. In the chat, look for these websites. This way I'm getting this one. I think you'll find this very interesting if you are afraid of doing things. So it said trackinghappiness.com is where I'm reading these points of how to overcome the fear of starting something new. The reason I'm quoting experts is because I'm not an expert myself, but I like to share things that could benefit you, okay? So number one, game 4, how to overcome fear. Start small. I think that's what I did. That's what I did. I'm still a little bit scared, but not that scared. And that's not that scared. I think I've got over the fear. So start small. And then he said the key, remember this one is a different writer. This one is from trackinghappiness.com. The key to conquering any kind of fear is start small and gradually work your way up to the really scary stuff. That's a tip. I'm not reading all of it. I gave you the website. Now, number 2, accept the fear. It's okay to be afraid of trying new things. Whether you're afraid of failure or of being embarrassed, what matters is that you try to conquer your fear. But I know that the way you conquer that is by doing it. By doing it. If you're scared of speaking, for example, public speaking, you can start in front of an audience, familiar people, slowly, then you go to unfamiliar people, like that. You have to start. You have to start somewhere. Then you get more comfortable. And also make sure you're talking about, this is beside the point, about the public speaking, because it was my problem. It still is. Talk about something you're familiar with. You have to have the knowledge. Because even if the nerves, even if you're shaking, you can still say something you're sure about. It's like if someone asks your name and you're scared to say it, you could shake, but you still know your name. See? Make sure you're talking about a topic you're very familiar with. Okay? Study enough so you're not guessing. Now, like the way I'm talking about this, because I'm not an expert, I couldn't give a presentation on this. Because I'm reading, I'm checking, see? Be confident. Then as you do it and do it again and again, you'll get better. Okay. Focus on what you can control. That's point number 3. Remember there are 4. When we are scared, we often come up with, what if this happens? What if this? Now, if you're nervous about trying something new because you keep imagining everything that can go wrong, take a moment to figure out what you can control about the situation. For example, I think I'm going to read this because I think it will help you. We were talking about the solution. He said, for example, remember he's saying focus on what you can control. For example, if you are nervous about joining the gym, you can bring a friend with you or brush up on gym etiquette online so you know how you should behave, right? These things are completely under your control. Things that aren't under your control, like how many people are in the gym, do all the machines work, is there enough room in the locker room? Worrying about these things isn't useful, and you should focus your effort on the stuff that you can control. See, that's a tip. Number 4, the last one. Manage your expectations. I'm going to still read this one because I feel like reading this, because I'm talking about the solutions, I don't want to skip it. Let me read it again. Read it for you. It's not long. It says that's the last point. Manage your expectations. People are impatient. We want results and want them now. However, it's important to realize that getting good at something takes time. Sometimes growing to like something can also take time. See, just give you time, manage your expectations. So instead of throwing in the towel if you don't achieve perfection immediately, allow yourself to get used to your new hobby or job, whatever you started. It can sometimes be love at first sight, but sometimes you need more time to adapt, and that's okay. Expecting quick results is also probably contributing to your fear. So take a good look at your mindset and expectation and adjust them accordingly. I think that's important. It's like you start a YouTube channel and you expect, some people expect to get 100 subscribers. You know, on YouTube, for you to use a link with your own name, a personalized name, like right now my YouTube channel is Sherifa, it says YouTube/Sherifa Nakalema. Getting that, seeing your name in the link to your channel, you have to have 100 subscribers. But when people start out, they record their first video, they think it's easy to get 100. Maybe they thought they were going to get in 2 days. No. It takes some work to get 100 subscribers. And you know, with YouTube, they have to be committed subscribers. Because if you go ask people, please subscribe, be sub for sub, they come and get it to 100. YouTube takes out people who are not watching anything on your channel. So if they come and subscribe, but they didn't watch at all, even a minute, 24 hours later, YouTube is going to remove them, and you come, you had 100, now you come, you have 80. So take the time, record, and then keep sharing with the people who you know are committed to watch something at least before subscribing. You get there. So you don't have to rush it, but you'll get there, but you have to commit to adding one by one until you get to 100. This message will be for Aula. If you watched me, Aula, Sophia, the ones who just started YouTube channels, those in my Facebook group, Aula, Sophie, Nyende, Frederick, getting to 100 is not very easy, but you have to keep adding. The problem is if you don't see it coming quickly, you start wondering what's going to happen and all that. The key to that, at least for my example, Instagram and now TikTok, for me they help, especially Instagram. Because when you're on Instagram, you put the link or YouTube channel in the bio, you can ask people to click on it and come support you, okay? That's an easier way. Now TikTok, but you need 1,000 followers before you can put a link in TikTok. That will be another way to ask people to come to your channel, assuming you have something good to share, assuming you have the videos. You have to have videos. People are not going to subscribe to one video because subscribe means we are committed to watching your content. But if you are not putting out the content, some may even leave. Do you know people lose subscribers or didn't know? People can come and say, no, I don't want that anymore. You had 60 yesterday, today you come, you have 58. They left because you have to keep recording. You have to keep recording the video. Okay, I think no one wanted to declare what they want to start. I thought we were going to discuss it. It didn't happen like that. Anyone, before I close it, is anyone interested in declaring what they want to start? Did this one help you a little bit? If these points help, please check out the first one I quoted was CoachScottyRussell.com. Let me bring it again as I'm ending, because he gave us good tips. Why people get scared. There were 6 tips. You can find them on Coach Scotty. I'm putting it in the chat. When you come to watch it later, look in the chat. What I'm sharing will be there as if you get to this point. And then the other one was trackinghappiness.com. That's where we found the solutions. Okay? So I'm going to share that again for you. Tracking, in fact, the real pages. You know what? Let me put the real page where I read this. The page, because I was giving you the home page. This is where I got the solution. I think the solutions are even more important. How to stop the fear. So the first one is showing you why you get scared, and the last one is showing you how to stop it. Okay, anyone wants to say something in the chat? I'm about to close this one off. Today we came very, very late. The people who voted for it, I don't see them here. The people who voted for 9:30 p.m., I don't see them. But normally I would come around 8:45 Uganda time, 8:45, 9. So you can put in a comment for me if you want in the future, in the Sunday one. I'm here every Sunday, by the way. And for some of you who watch me drive, I have to say that this year I really want to focus my channel. I may not drive, maybe to show you spring, like maybe one video like that. But I don't want to drive a lot, because now my channel is taken like a driving vlog. The most recent videos are driving vlogs and motivation. So I don't want to be taken like a vlogger, like a driving vlog channel. I want to bring business. So business videos will show up more, and driving maybe once in a while. Maybe when it's spring, or when they open up, when Corona goes, I could go to a store and enter Walmart and record for you, those kind of things. But it won't be as regular as it was, like every week, because the algorithm is going to take it as a vlogging channel, and I really don't want that. So, what do you say? Those of you in the chat, saving money on my account. Can we go through? Okay, you want to save money? Let's go. Are you scared though? Are you scared? Remember, we are talking about fear. Wow. What are you scared of? What are you? Remember, I can go back. I was about to close it, but for you, Omar, I can go back and discuss this again. Okay, we were told that let's go through this. Are these the reasons making you? Is any of these making you? Are you scared though? Put in a comment, Omar. Are you scared of saving money? Because I think here they say, I think number 2 could be yours. Commitment. Commitment, I think, and failing. Yes, I think this is relevant to you. Not being perfect. Because all 3 are relevant to you. I think, Omar, this is what I think is happening to you. You are scared of commitment. Because you could say, I want to save, I'm talking Uganda dollars, Uganda shillings, 50,000 Uganda shillings. I want to save this every single month. Now, on number 2, he said, you may be scared of commitment. Because you say, what if I have another problem? What if I have another problem? Maybe I won't be able to save it. And I'm saying, just start. But the commitment part, when you're saving, make sure you're saving money from a savings account, not the account you normally use, okay? So you go to the bank and open up a savings account and request that they automate some money, whatever amount, even if it's just 10,000, if you're worried about commitment, the amount you not even notice that it's gone, and automatically put it in the other account. You could say every 10th of the month, okay? Every 10th of the month, please move so much and put it in there. That's called a standing order, okay? You go to the bank and create a standing order. And I'm giving you tips to save. Then the other one is failing. You see? The way you could, because you think you're going to fail because you don't have enough money, all that, then make it the one you can commit to. The one you can commit to automate it, okay? But even if, let me give you a tip. Even if you put 50,000, right? And you feel like, I cannot commit to that, let it go. Let it go and see. People who talk about automating savings, they don't miss it. You just adjust. Think of it like it doesn't exist, that saving account. like it does not exist. Don't think about it. Remove it from your brain. Let the money go, okay? Don't even take a look at it. I just found 2 points for you. You are scared of commitment? Do it. You are scared of failing? Do it. And then not being perfect immediately. Yes, you know how that happens? You put it in there and then God move it because the problem happened. You put 50,000 and then something happened and you go take off 10,000. They're saying that's okay. That's okay if you touch it. Maybe you get, meanwhile, remember I talk about earning more money? Meanwhile, figure out a way to make more money. As you are struggling through this, figure out a way to make more money so you don't have to miss the one that's going in the saving. Does that help? Does this help? Oh, I was talking about you. We found 3 points that are relevant to you. I didn't even know this was so relevant like that. Commitment, you are scared of commitment, don't worry, just do it. You are scared of failing, don't worry, just do it. You are scared of not being perfect, it's okay. If you fail and go get it out, like something is really burning, killing you, you say, you know what, let me go get it out. You get it out and start again. Because what happens when you go to the bank, and don't stop the automation, let it go. But you can go to the savings account and take out some money. But leave this automation to keep going. In fact, you may find yourself that they're automating it to go, and you go get it out the following day because you need it. Am I with you, Oma? Like because you are still struggling, you may go get it out. Like you see on the 10th, they put it in. On the 11th, you are waiting to remove it. But don't stop the process. Keep it. Let it keep going. Maybe at some point you'll start not thinking about it as much. Don't think about it. Forget it. Okay? I hope that helps. Then he said the other one, the solution was, let me see. Those are the fears that you have. And he says the solutions were 4. We fear that what we don't know. Yeah, you haven't done it. Start it. I've done it. Go do it. But you have to go to the bank and create the saving account. And so also automate it. Don't be the one putting the money. If you're the one putting the money, it will not happen. Because you need the money. So make sure it's automated by the bank. Then number 2, they call it a standing order. Failure is an option. Failure is an option. So failure is an option, and then he said, what's the biggest risk you have taken? For me, I think your issue is to start. Just start. That we fear shame. Shame. Maybe you fear shame. You could say, oh, I took it out. The bank will not know, by the way. The bank is not going to know that you took it out. They don't track accounts like that. It will be your own problem. You took it out, you put it back. Okay? Borrow it. Just borrow. When you have a big problem, borrow it and take it back when you have some. Okay, let's see. The other one was... No. Sorry. I read the wrong things recently. You know what I just said like a few minutes ago, because I read the problems is what I was talking about. Solutions. He said start small. Omar, sorry, I apologize. The solutions, I was reading the problems also. Start small. Meaning, remember I said instead of 50, start with 10,000? Start with 10,000. Okay, now we got that one. Number 2 was accept the fear that you are scared to do this, but do it anyway. Number 3, focus on what you can control, which is, you can control the 10,000. You can control going to the bank and asking them to do this. So do that. Number 4, the last one, manage your expectations. So don't expect this to be perfect. Okay? Yeah. Let's do it. So commit in the chat. You know this live was for you, Omar. I had you on my mind. So when are you committing to go to the bank? Let's declare it. Declare it. So I'll ask you next time. When are you opening up this bank account, the savings account? And will you take the ID of 10,000? Just automate 10,000. You know what you can do? As they are automating the 10,000, when you find you have a little extra, you can go put it in too. Because they don't stop you from putting money in your account. The automation is there, but you can go when you have some extra and add it in. Okay? Okay, I'm closing this one. For those of you who just landed on me, my name is Sherifa Nakalema, and here, this is motivation time, Sunday. Although I'm still figuring out what time to do it. I do it on Sunday. Sometimes I come early, sometimes I come late. Today they requested 9:30 p.m., which is really late. Because mostly this is watched by people in Uganda. It's 10 p.m. already. So, but sometimes I do it when I make sure Malaysia is watching, Bangladesh is watching. So, but then, I don't know. I just, what I know for sure, people watch it later. So you watch it later if you're watching it later. On this channel, I have over 450 videos. I talk about affiliate marketing and money online. I talk about, I recorded videos about Rich Dad Poor Dad, 68 videos. Rich Dad Poor Dad, that's money, learning the basics of money management by Robert Kiyosaki. 68 videos. I have 103 videos on the other book. That's mostly for people who want to get it, to have financial freedom. The cash flow quadrant. He's talking about the quadrants and how you can get to freedom. That will be the B and I quadrants. Business owner and investor. So I have 103 videos on that. Some of them were live. I have driving, showing you USA, Virginia, the ones I'm about to stop. I'll not stop them completely, but I want to bring them regularly so that they take over my channel, the channel message. But what I'm going to do more of, especially if you're a Muslim, you're going to see me talk more about halal income, halal money, halal business, because you may be wondering, okay, people are making money online, but is this halal money? Is this halal money good, honest money? Yes. So I'll be using that word more. And I want my channel to be known for that it can support people who are looking for halal money, halal business, halal income, passive income, but affiliate marketing in general, step by step, high ticket commissions. Those are going to be my topics going forward, but including motivation. Always, always take a step, make your life better. And I'll be always mentioning the old videos that I already have so you can watch them. Okay? I'm closing this. Leave a comment for me. Those of you in the chat, okay, that's good. That's good that you're committing. He committed to open up a savings account on Monday, February the 7th. Even if it's just $10,000. So 10,000 Uganda shillings. It's a commitment, Omar, but they may want more than that. They may, the first one deposit, they may be more than that. If you can find me, I commit to supporting you to start that. I want to be part of your goal. I'll contribute 10%, whatever I choose to put in. If you say 10,000, I'll give you 1,000. So I'll commit to sending you 10% of what you choose to put in. Okay? Closing this one, leave a comment, please. Don't just leave here. Leave a comment when you watch me. And every Sunday Sunday, and you see me talking more business. And I'm on TikTok. I didn't put my TikTok. TikTok, come find me on TikTok. I'm there daily. Daily posting, live, all that. Let me put my TikTok in. It's called Halal Income with Sherifa. Halal Income with Sherifa. I want to get some people who want halal money to come as I share. I'm a business owner. I'll share how to earn money, but not just how to earn money, but to do it as a business, because that's how it's going to benefit you. If you make money like you make a paycheck working for someone, no, that's not going to do the long term. The long term is to create a business and later to create passive income that comes whether you work or not. That's the long term goal. Slowly but slowly, we want to do that. Okay? Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, share it. Bye.